Hey everyone, and welcome to the Inferno Cast, a friends and family and you podcast about video games. This is episode number 72, and we're going to open this podcast by asking you, the audience, a question. Is everything an Xbox? Let us know in the comments section below if you are watching slash listening in on YouTube. But you know us, you love us. So once again, we're going to forego the introductions. Link to everyone's channels are in the description below. But I do want to make a shout out to Mobster, my best friend, who is joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us, Mobster. Poor Simbu, he is not thrilled about it, but they're family, so they got to deal with it. And gentle reminder, make sure to check out Simbu Darkfang on his Sunday evening streaming at 7 p.m. Central of WWE 2K24 at the Scurry Face channel on Twitch. Again, that is WWE 2K24 Scurry Face channel on Twitch. High octane and fun announcing and action. Make sure you check that out. So let's open this up with a pre-discussion topic, and this one is topical because as we're recording this on Thursday, the 30th, a week prior, Xbox had their latest showcase, and they showed off what was supposed to be four games, but it ended up being five. That was uh, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, South of Midnight, Doom, The Dark Ages, and it wasn't just one, but two surprises, Ninja Gaiden 4 and a Ninja Gaiden 2 remake, which released Shadow dropped that very day with physical editions that'll be available through Play Asia only. So we gotta ask you guys, and Mobster, since you're our guest, any of the titles that I mentioned to you, are you excited about any of them? Have you heard of them? What are your thoughts?
I the only one I really know is Ninja Gaiden. That's pretty exciting. I did like that a lot. I, of course, don't play as many video games. I did get into that. I don't know which one it is that was on. Was it Xbox 360? I thought it was really cool. I liked that one a lot. So if there's another one that's if Ninja Gaiden 4's in that same play style and whatnot, I think that would probably be pretty cool, and I think I'd like it.
Very cool. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a whole thing. Supposedly, Phil Spencer, when he went to Japan or something, looking for games in 2020 or 2021, he got not only Team Ninja, who made the Xbox Ninja Gaiden that you mentioned, I believe the first two of them on the Xbox. But he also got them to work with Platinum Games. Platinum Games being the same teams that did the Bayonetta series. So you got the creators of Bayonetta and Ninja Gaiden coming together for Ninja Gaiden 4 and this remake of 2. That latter, maybe, actually, I think the Ninja Gaiden 2 remake might have been another team, but Ninja Gaiden 4 definitely exciting, especially because I thought they said it comes out in June or something. So that is definitely pretty cool. Simbu, what are your thoughts on all of these games, any of these games, and especially the fact that all of them are coming to multi-consoles, including PS5?
Well, I dog Xbox all the time. But I will have to say that Phil, I got to credit where credit's due. You have come out and said that you want to end console exclusivity. You want to bring, more games to everybody else. And this last showcase by them stating that they are going to be coming multi-platform, um, is a step in the right direction. Of course, I don't mean multi-platform like, oh, it's going to Xbox and PC. No, I mean, the fact that it's going to go to Switch 2, it's going to come to PS5, it's coming to the competitors' consoles. So Phil, got to give you props for, essentially being a man of your word, which was something that was very up in the air based off of once the ABK deal came through. And a lot of the games that came out were announced Xbox exclusives. So it's like, boy. But obviously, I'm gonna let Fox talk about Doom: The Dark Ages. Obviously, I am excited for that. However, the one that has me more intrigued is South of Midnight.
Yes.
Judging by the trailer or whatever footage that I saw, I couldn't watch the whole thing from the showcase, but I got up to the point where she's talking to the catfish that's hanging from the ceiling. Um, don't know if that's the final look for that cutscene or not, but from what I saw, it reminds me of like the old school claymation, old school
Yes.
stop motion animation with the catfish talking, and it's like bop 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 instead of oh yeah woo ah da and actual mouth movements, just like flapping kind of up and down. But it looks interesting. It looks like a really unique sort of story driven game, and the setting nonetheless. It's been a long time. Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here with some old Creole, Nolans style action or setting. So it's very interesting. It has me very intrigued.
Yeah, and that out of all those games that were mentioned, that was the one that I was least interested in, and it's still very, very interesting, and it looks so cool. And you're right, Phil definitely being a man of his word, and it's starting to seem like some of the leaks regarding some of the exclusivity going away. We'll touch upon this in a little bit on our main topic. By today's news about the newest Forza coming to the PS5 within months. That is a big deal because Forza has always been an Xbox only uh, game, not counting PC, just as Simbu would say, "You on your PC" with his voice. This is something that's going to be beyond the PC and Xbox ecosystem. That's a big deal. But for me, before I ask Jason the 13th and Storm, um, yes, Doom: The Dark Age is very exciting. I've gushed about that on my most excited ones, but one that I really haven't mentioned that I am is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It looks like a very high resolution, big AAA RPG type title, but it's a classic turn-based game, a classic turn-based RPG. The creators of it literally just posted a 2-minute teaser today showing, hey, we have a world map. And for old school JRPG fans like myself, a world map that is exciting and too much of a nerdy level. So I'm really excited for that, especially like the fact that it's going to be about a 20-hour game, maybe 25-hour game, to where it's like old school, but it's going to respect your time and it's going to look great. So that's going to be what I'm excited for. Jason the 13th, any of
Hold
those
on,
titles?
Fox.
Okay.
One question, real quick. When you say world map, you mean like world map to show, or like an overworld that you walk around on?
Oh, the overworld world map. Literally where you are walking on the overworld, classic Final Fantasy 1 through 9, Dragon Quest 1 through 11, Star Ocean, I think 1 and 2, where you traverse and then hey, there's a town. You hit a button to go into the town. It's a world map overworld.
Appreciate the clarification.
Definitely excited for that. Again, as nerdy as that sounds, it's going to be great. So, Jason, your thoughts on these games?
The South of Midnight kind of sold me. Simbu only got to see up to the catfish. He missed the crocodile turtle thing that like sold me on that game. That thing looks awesome. I'm loving the looks of all their monsters in the game. It'll be it looks like the one that I would want out of all of the games that they showed.
Nice. That's awesome. Storm, any of the games that was on the Xbox showcase catch your eye? Any of these that we mentioned?
Yes, the Claire Obscure, because at least that's coming to PS5 as well. South of Midnight looks great and looks fun, but too bad it will only be on Steam and Xbox right now.
Yeah, that's the
So,
scary thing.
yeah, the Claire Obscure I'm excited for because I do want to start playing more of these JRPGs because I do enjoy them and hearing you talk about them, Fox. So, I want to expand my horizons a little bit, and that one looks like it's gonna be a fun one. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, definitely.
She said the PS5 version of the Forza exclusive.
That and I'll head off any comment haters before they start talking. A JRPG doesn't necessarily have to be made exclusively by a Japanese studio. JRPGs now themselves have transcended the idea that it is just a solely Japanese studio. JRPGs have their own specific aesthetic. You could argue that a game like Sea of Stars, which is made by a Quebecois or Canada, Quebec based studio, is a JRPG. So we're going to cut you off in the past. You can argue it, but you'll argue yourself blue in the face. You're wrong. It's a JRPG. But let's talk about our main topic. And this main topic is a suggestion from Simbu. So thank you so much, Simbu. Always appreciate your suggestions. And we are talking about Halo, and specifically with a slant. We're going to be looking at the series in the past, where it is currently in the present, and where we see it going in the future. And there are many of us that have a lot of positive memories of the series when we played the games on the OG Xbox and its sequel console, the 360. These games at the time took the gains made thanks to games like Doom and GoldenEye and went to the sky and back with them for the FPS first-person shooter genre. So again, I'm gonna ask Mobster here our first question, and this is an obvious one. Did you play any of the Halo games on the OG Xbox or 360? If so, which ones did you play? And if you played them, what are some of your favorite memories?
Played, I think, pretty much all of them except
Liar.
on the first two Xboxes anyway. Yeah, easily probably my favorite game. Probably have sank the most hours into it. I I mean the original first one, two, whatever, it was always fun, internet playing, online playing wasn't a thing really, so you would get a group of friends together, we would connect two TVs and be able to do 8 players at once with the split screen. So that was always fun. Always good, night of having what's that, 3 TVs?
We did do 3 once.
I thought we did 4 once, like once.
I thought we did. I thought it was 3, but I know we had I know there was one big blowout one that you guys did.
Because I could have sworn you brought a TV,
TVs.
Bill brought a TV, and then we stole my ex's TV from the bedroom, and we had the one in the living room. And I think we threw somebody, not um not Jonathan, on one of the tiny ones. I think we threw Randy on the tiny TV of my ex's by himself because we only had like 9 of us.
Yeah, so I mean, it was fun getting everybody together. You're in one place, having a good time, razzing each other and everything else. That's obviously gone to the wayside with online playing. Now everybody's going to sit in the comfort of their own home. It's still nice, obviously, you could play together, but not quite the same. So, yeah.
Jason, how about you? Which of the Halos did you play, and what are some of your favorite memories?
Played pretty much all of them through this 360, and I played a little bit at Mobster's house on, what was it? Is it Halo 4, the newest one?
No.
Infinite's the newest one. So I played a little bit Infinite, but I played all of them through 360. Even the Halo Wars that wasn't made by Bungie, that was like a tower defense type game.
Yeah, I didn't play that.
No, that is definitely not your style of game. But a lot of playing, and again, our game nights were the best thing about Halo, and it is main reasons that I even own the Xboxes.
Yeah, because it's funny, the Halo Wars thing. I remember reading about that from Jason Schreiber's book. I think it was something Pixels or Press Reset, or I think I'm combining two of them. It was a really good studio. I forget the name of it, but Bungie
It,
was in their back pocket half the time, making sure that they were respectful of
hey,
the Halo license.
if you like the tower defense games, the Halo Wars was actually really fun.
I've heard it. Yeah, definitely a good game to look into, especially if you have a Series X or S. I think it's backwards compatible.
And if any listeners don't like the first person shooters and likes like the old school World of Warcraft stuff, that's Halo Wars for you. So check that one out.
Nice. Yes. Simbu, how about you? Did you play any of the Halo games on the OG
Absolutely
Xbox
not.
360?
Absolutely not.
See, I knew it.
Absolutely not.
I knew it. You
Never
were a
played a
poser.
single Halo game. I am a poser. I'm just here for the popcorn, even though I never got mine. Um,
It's in the mail.
I've played every Halo game, barring the Halo Wars, the two Halo Wars, all the way through 360, from OG to 360 up to Halo 4. I played a little bit of Halo 4, and that's where 343 took over. Excuse me. That's where 343 took over, and honestly, to me, the series just wasn't the same. Because Master Chief's not fighting the Covenant anymore. Like, the Covenant War's over. It's like, I don't really care anymore. Like, that was the whole like beauty of the Halo series, was we were fighting the Covenant, like this decadal war. Um, but I will say probably one, outside of like Halo 3 or let's Reach, where you had all these really real cool graphics of the 360 and the cool stuff the 360 was able to do for Halo. My favorite memory, and outside of the Halo nights, obviously, um, has to be from Halo 2, very early on in the game, the first time you fight the Hunter,
Ooh.
because you come up over into the little square, into the little town square. I believe it's not Reach. I can't remember what planet you're on, but you come into the little town, the little like alley square, and the hunters come out and Blow Me Away starts playing.
That beats the moment that the flood is revealed in the first one.
Yeah,
Wow. That's fair.
because it's like that moment right there. And again, like, the flood was a good moment, but it's so late in the game. Halo 2 came out and was like, we're gonna grab you by the throat, right from almost from the get-go, with that, Blow Me Away starting to play from Breaking Benjamin when the hunters show up. And it's just like, all right, I don't care what kind of armor these things have. They are fucking dying. you know?
No, that's cool. Yeah, for me, before I ask Storm, I played all the first person Halo games on the OG Xbox and the 360. Um, Probably favorite memories again, the Halo nights, and it's kind of like how we play Fork Knife now, where I'm not the best player at the game, but it's like one of those things where I can just kind of be like, yeah, I can kick back, relax, not have to worry about defending any sort of crown of being the best, and just it would be a thing. Oh, let's see, I've got Mobster complaining everything is bullshit when he dies. That was
Usually is.
a characteristic whenever I talked to Jamie Owls, when her and I would were starting to date over the phone, she knew whenever Mobster was playing Halo, because we lived together at the time, because she would hear him say bullshit.
That was probably every time you're on the phone with her.
And every time he lost.
No, every time he did not lose, but we knew when he had a BS death, though.
Well, that was every
any
death.
time I could add up those types of losses. I don't know. It'd be tough. Less losses than wins, right, Mobster?
Look, if he died like 200 times, in a week, that was 200 bullshit deaths. And
That's right.
It was always one of us were screen watching or one of us was, somehow cheating. And heaven forbid if it was Mobster and Jonathan that went, because woo!
Because for me, that was always the fun part, seeing it always be Mobster and Jonathan, as time went on, slowly granulate his skill level to just one mode and one type, and him being garbage and everything else. Because he used to be good. This guy was used to be a buddy of ours who used to be pretty good. Give Simbu a good run for his money on Halo, but he focused on. I started focusing on SWAT to the detriment of his ability on all the other modes. To where I would say I would probably be the fourth best out of all of our friends and buddies at Halo. I would be able to overtake him on all the modes except SWAT, because he just focused on SWAT. And it was always funny whenever Mobster would beat him at SWAT, because he spent all that time playing that mode and Mobster could still get him.
There
It's a lot
was
different
one.
when,
No,
Uh,
my key memory playing was when Jonathan and we were playing. I don't know if it was just duos or what, if we were with a team of four, but like him and I got killing frenzies literally simultaneously.
Oh, it's
see,
fun.
my favorite memory with Jonathan on the Halo Nights was the infamous "I thought I owned you thought I told you before I owned you," when him and I were the only time him and I were ever able to be a duo. When we did that big the 2-on-2 to 2v2v2 match, and him and I found the Warthog and just ran the island, killing everybody.
Oh, fun. Storm. We haven't asked Storm yet, and Storm's going into this topic more as the fly on the wall. But I'd like to make sure that we're asking her and we're involving her on stuff. Storm, did you play any of the OG Halo games on the OG Xbox and the 360?
No, I've not played one Halo game at all. Period.
So you're learning.
Yes.
You're learning from all of our experiences, and there
Yes.
may be a future for you yet with this series, but we're gonna get to that. We're gonna
Yeah.
get. Do
We'll
you
get
have any
there.
other experience with the Halo series at large?
Nope. All I can say is the mobster saying bullshit for stupid deaths has not changed. That's it. Nothing has
That's right.
changed. Doesn't matter.
Neither has the position he plays on the team.
Oh
He
boy.
still grabs a sniper and hides way in the back and lets everyone else do all the work.
Hey,
Oh.
long range is my thing. If I can snipe your ass, then you're done. Hey,
Yep.
always had positive KD spread, so hey.
Well, I do have to give credit to Mobster. So we also do Fork Knife. Mobster, the last time that we played, pushed on offense with us when we were pushing. And oh, gee, what happened, Mobster, when the four of us played? I believe we ran and won all three matches. We
Yeah.
got the hat trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened, and yeah.
And that came off
Shit, I'm
a
having a heart
streak of
attack right now.
he and I, that would have been what we had 5 wins in a row when we played.
Yeah.
So
The two of us together, yeah.
Yep.
yeah, then we came in third. We'd lost that one crown and then we won again. So if we would have won, we would have had 6, but we came off a run of 5 in a row. So that was awesome.
Yep. And
And
just
maybe if I could get Mobster to push with me, hey,
If
we
you
may win a lot more matches.
if you don't venture off on your own and you're so far away before I even realize you're gone, I would be there with you,
Hey,
but no.
Hey, if Fox and Storm can keep an eye on me, you can too, Loot Princess.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a loot whore. You know this. So you gotta be like, hey, I'm moving out. Be like, oh shit. Okay, let me grab this stuff and go.
All right, John.
oh, Jason. Getting back into the Halo aspect though, one interesting thing with Halo, of course, is that it didn't stop with the OG Xbox or the 360. We saw few games release on the Xbox One. This includes the Halo Master Chief Collection, as well as Halo 5 and an enhanced version of Halo Wars and the sequel that Simbu had mentioned. Simbu, I'm gonna ask you, did you I'm pretty sure I know your answer on this. Did you play any of the Xbox One related Halo games?
So this was during the time when I did not have home internet. So I bought myself an Xbox One and was like, all right, cool. Master Chief Collection. Went to the Red Box when you still had the Red Box to rent stuff off of. And I rented a Turtles, a TMNT game, and the Master Chief Collection. I got home. I put in the Master Chief Collection to my Xbox One, and it said unable to play. Update required.
Mm-hmm.
Both those games immediately went back to the red box, and my Xbox One sat there collecting dust until I sold it to GameStop and bought my wife a PS4.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that sucks, but it's a lesson learned, and you ended up honestly getting your money's worth because now your wife has the PS4 and
Right. But again, my big argument again, and I've said this before, is with God of War 2016, when I put it in the system, the PS4 updated because they coded the update for the system onto the game disc. Therefore, my big thing in this was being spoiled with PlayStation up until that point. Why did Xbox not do the same thing?
yep, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. Now Jason 13th, you actually have an Xbox One that you managed to literally stumble across. Have you played any of the Halo games on
I
the
have
one?
not. I only have like 3 games for it, and I barely touched the Xbox One.
Mobster, since you have a Series X, technically you could backwards compatibly play the Xbox One Halo games. Have you touched them at all?
Have not. I never owned an Xbox One. I think that was the first one. Halo on Xbox One was Halo 5, I think, right? And
Yeah,
that was
I
like,
think that and the Master Chief Collection. Trying to
and I think
remember which
Halo
one.
5 was mainly on like online play only or something. I don't know. It was something different about it, and I didn't like the direction it went with that, and so I didn't concern myself with getting the Xbox One. And as of course everybody probably knows, all you schmucks have your PlayStations and not your Xboxes, and so that not being able to play with my friends and family, deterred me from doing that as well.
No, that's understandable. And like you,
Wah, wah.
I had no interest in playing any of those Halo games myself. Caveat, there's a small caveat to that. Halo, I'm sorry, did I say Call of Halo? I meant Halo 5. That wasn't really interested, just like Mobster said, because nothing against people who like Call of Duty games. A lot of them are done very well, and there's a lot of talented developers in there. They're just not my cup of tea. I prefer my first-person shooters. I mostly sci-fi or James Bondy. So yeah, I wasn't really interested in that.
It also helped that for the Halo series with our group of friends, it was more about the game nights than anything. And when they took away the local
That
multiplayer, it killed our game nights, and then that kind of made it to where nobody wanted to go get the Xbox One to get the Halo.
Yep,
because they
absolutely.
got rid of the ability to play on connecting multiple systems
Yep.
locally to I think with Halo 5. That was a good reminder on that, Jason.
Hmm.
That was a huge thing because if Mobster got an Xbox One and if for some reason, Jason finds another one in the dumpster or something, boom, look at that. We got 8 people who can play
Right.
in one location. And that would have been fine. Then I would have only invested about $40 on a wired controller. Oh
Hmm.
no. So after and I'm going to touch on the Master Chief Collection a little bit later because I have played that on Steam on my gaming laptop a couple years ago, but I'll touch on that in a little bit. I want to talk about the Series X and S systems because the Master Chief Collection got a critical update to maximize usage on that system. And a lot of the Master Chief Collection, when it originally came out, was hot garbage. It was terrible. It was not optimized. And thankfully, 343 and Microsoft, excuse me, took the time to correct mistakes. And it wasn't like No Man's Sky bad, but like it wasn't great when it came out. Fortunately, it just took like a year or so for it to be in a palatable spot. And this update on the Series X/S made it that much more so better. Um, Speaking of Halo on systems, the Xbox Series X, when it released, the Halo and Master Chief himself was on the box. He was on the box, but Halo was not a launch title. No, it took a little over a year for Halo Infinite to come out, and it came out in perfect condition. It was a full game. There were no issues, and you know, damn the torpedoes to anyone who says otherwise, right? Right? No. Infinite, its multiplayer released early with yay, but the campaign, if I'm remembering right, got delayed or something like that, and it was incomplete. And then there were issues with it, and then there were connectivity issues later with Infinite. Now with Infinite, and even the last year or so, the game is runs very well. The multiplayer on it is very decent, and it's gonna beg you guys, beg the question, of course. Jason the 13th, when you played Halo Infinite, what were your thoughts?
It was a while after it came out, so it wasn't that bad actually playing it. Just I don't own it. I had to play it at Mobster's house, so I didn't get a whole lot of time with it, but it wasn't bad. I could see
Um,
myself playing it some more.
Mobster, what are your thoughts on Halo Infinite?
I mean, I loved it. I thought it was great. Bringing me back to the old Halo days, and uh, it's always fun learning the new maps and getting familiar with maybe a little different controls and different weapons or whatever the case may be. But I loved it. It's exciting. My favorite game. So I'm like, yeah, this is awesome, badass. It's living up to the hype, in my opinion, anyway. Not that I necessarily am the toughest critic or anything like that, but yeah, I mean, I thought I thought it was really good for the multiplayer aspect of it, anyway.
Yeah, I played it. So I guess technically its multiplayer is free and they've got battle passes. So I guess that'd kind of make it like a live service game. I played it because of that, and I played it on my gaming laptop, and it was good. It felt good. It was the more akin to like almost like a Halo 2 kind of a feel. Um, yeah, I guess so. Kind of more Halo 2-ish, but still, decent. Had a lot of fun with it. It didn't feel like there were as many modes, but thankfully they've done a myriad of updates to add modes. Mobster, am I remembering that right? Because I could have sworn that it was just 4v4 for a good while.
I think so. I honestly I don't fully remember, but I think that's correct. I mean, that was mainly all that I did play. I've never been a one for like big team battles and stuff like that. There's usually 4-on-4. I don't think there's a 2-on-2. I don't. Yeah, as far as I could think.
I Now I don't want to bury the lead with another question, but Simbu, if Halo Infinite and just focusing on this question alone, if Halo Infinite was available on the PS5 and it was free, would you want to try it?
Well, I mean, I would be, one of those people that would be a hypocrite if I said no. Because my philosophy has always been if it's free, why not? At least when it comes to games, okay? When it comes to games, disclaimer, okay? Because like that Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, dog game from the get go, came out on the PlayStation Plus Essential free games on the 1 month. I'm like, why not? No, not it's worth trying the game. I'm getting it for free. So yeah, I
Can't
would
beat
be
free.
willing. Yeah. I mean, what would I do? Waste the time in downloading the game to my system and then booting it and then playing playing with a little bit, then deleting it because it was like, eh.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. And again, I'm going to reiterate, Simbu, that's one of the many things that I give you a lot of props about is trying these games. Yes, you'll try these games for free. Really, obviously you're paying annually for the PlayStation Plus, so is it really free? No, but yes, it is because you get so many of the games. Regardless of that pedantry, I still give you props for even trying games that aren't free because you'll still invest the time on something like, again, I'm beating the dead horse. I know, sorry, Simbu, but trying Super Mario RPG, you do get a lot of credit from me for trying that and beating it too. But moving on, the talking about Halo Infinite on the PS5 brings us, so we move from the present, we're moving to the future. We're going future state here because many leakers, including Nate the Hate, have indicated the Master Chief Collection is coming to the PS5 as well as the Switch 2, which means Halos 1 through 4 and Reach will be playable for the first time on Sony and Nintendo consoles. And we can be under good assumption this is going to be cross-platform, allowing play against each other's consoles as well as Xbox and PC players. So my question for you, Storm, is let's say your brother-in-law mails you a copy of Halo, the Master Chief Collection for the PS5. Would you happen to join all of us here on the Inferno cast in playing these Halo games?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I would. Because I would have, one thing, there's a safety net playing with you fellas because you fellas don't have the degrading gene that is out there that a lot of players have that, because they hear a woman, all of a sudden they're, just the stupidest players to ever play a game. So
as long as you remember the slide, we're okay.
yes. I will do that. But yes, I would absolutely give it a try and, why not? Because that's what you guys, I like gaming with you guys, so I would definitely try it out. And since I've never tried a Halo game before, I would, want to see what it's all about and whatnot and have respect for whatever it's done for the industry of gaming with all the other Bojazz games that have come out because of its invention. So why not give it a whirl?
The Robin's gonna play one round and go, they need to add emotes to Halo. And then
Yeah.
Yes.
That might be a whole thing. I don't know.
Where are my fuzzy kitty slippers that I have for my skin? I don't see them.
And wait,
I imagine seeing somebody emoting during a Halo match. I mean, you do have Master Chief in Fortnite, so I mean, you kind of get that there, but
well, you can see him teabag at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, I can't say get ready for teabagging. Never mind.
So I'm just gonna be teabagging around the whole map for the whole time.
Yep, that's what you get.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And kind of speaking to the history of that, being the first 5 Halo games, and I still think these are probably the best. Some of the best Halo, and they not only is that online play and everything, that's the campaigns for those 5 Halo games. When I was playing Master Chief Collection on on my gaming PC, I was going through the campaign for the first Halo game. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool to be able to play this. And there's a button that you can, or a key on the keyboard that you can hit that just automatically switches the graphics from remaster to original. And you could be in the middle of a firefight and just switch it and just see how it would be just to fudge around.
See, that's pretty cool.
And I can't say if the Series X version has that. I'm gonna assume it does.
It
But
may not be a simple switch like that. It might be something to do with options, like a pause menu options thing. But I'm pretty sure they probably would have done it. PCs are generally more powerful, can be more powerful, so they've got,
hot
extra
swappable.
abilities to hot swap and things like that.
That makes sense. Just the idea of before Jason, and I'll bug you next. For the idea of course, of playing a Halo game on a Nintendo system or a Sony system. I will be playing it mostly on the Sony system because I want the power. I want it to look great. It's almost unfathomable. It's like playing Sonic the Hedgehog on the GameCube, a Nintendo system, for the first time. Jason the 13th, your thoughts?
I'm afraid that if it comes out to the Switch, we might see the same issue with Fortnite, where I could play Fortnite on the Switch.
Now remember,
But
Switch 2, not the
now, if it
Switch.
comes on the Switch too, it
That's
hopefully will play smoother, run smoother, load smoother, and it won't be the travesty of switching between playing Fortnite on a PlayStation 5 and a Switch.
because you got to remember that if the game is playable on an Xbox Series S, it will be playable on the Switch too.
Sweet. So it should run much better, and I'd actually be more opted to play some more Halo then.
Would you play it on the PS5?
Yes, I would.
He'd double copy it.
But so
Double dipper.
My point though was I play Fortnite on the PlayStation and I will play it on the Switch. But as Robin knows, the differences between them are so large that it's almost a pain in the butt going back to the Switch when you're
It
playing.
is.
Oh, it sucks.
So that would be the
sucks.
fear with it. So if it's on the Switch too, there's probably not as big of a fear as the original Switch.
But the only reason I play it on the Switch is because I take the Switch when I travel, and
Yes.
otherwise I wouldn't be able to play it. So it gives me a way to play it. Does it suck?
Yes, it does.
Because the graphics are terrible and stuff. Yes, but better than nothing.
Yeah, at least you can play it, at least until the Switch 2 comes out.
The scariest thing is I think my phone's version of Fortnite is better than the Switch.
That's not scary at all.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It does look better.
I've never tried it on the phone, so I don't know how the mobile app works up for that.
I mean, I stopped using it on my phone because now that they have the item shop on the Epic Games website, I don't need. That's why the only reason I had the mobile app was so that I could, go on and check the shop if I'm, not home or if I'm not having the system on or whatnot. I just boot it up on my phone, check the shop, and jump off real quick. But
So
Nice.
Imagine you have a phone from 2015. That's the Switch.
Yes, because I've watched
Oh,
it load up with my when my husband has loaded it onto his Android phone, and it's just the amazing quality difference when I will log into the Switch Fortnite every now and then to check the item shop if I'm not near the PlayStation or to check my V-Bucks over there. And still, just from the main menu, just loading in, it's horribly rendered down and still like trying to load certain graphics at some points, and just the quality difference. While I appreciate having been able to play the game on some platform, there's no going back from the PlayStation to play it. So I'm looking forward to the Nintendo Switch 2 and it being able to handle Fortnite and the Halo series, because Nintendo players deserve it, damn it. Get with it, Nintendo.
So Simbu, though,
where?
Simbu, would you pay for Halo, the Master Chief Collection on the PS5.
This is going to have a enormous, gigantificus, uh, space station sized butt to it.
Kim
Short
Kardashian sized.
answer: no. Space station is bigger.
Is it though?
It is.
Is it?
And I'd rather be on a space station than on that. So, short answer is yes. Space station size butt. It has been out for how many years? That game better not. If that game releases at full price, you will wait. I will wait until. Here we go. I will reveal one of my. Very rarely do I do pick up reveal, but the other day I picked up Assassin's Creed Mirage, a game I was not going to pick up because I stopped enjoying the Assassin's Creed games at Valhalla, the last installment. However, for $20 brand new, I was like, screw it. I have all the AC games so far. Might as well buy this one just to continue the collection.
Yep.
Now, this is where my butt comes in. If Halo Chief the Master Collection releases for PS5 at $70 or $60 or $50, anything above $30, you will not get my money. It is not worth it. The game has been out for over 10 years. Right? I'm assuming.
I think so.
The Master Chief Collection?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's been out a while, like a good long while.
It's been out long enough that it should be a $20 to $30 game.
It says December 3rd, 2019.
It was that the re-release though?
That's what their website says.
Because that was on that. I said I had the Master Chief Collection on the Xbox One, and I can promise you it was before 2019. I can promise you it was before 2019.
Yeah, that's what their website says.
We'll have to look up. Wikipedia might have something. It could have been the Master Chief Collection re-release or something. I don't know. Hey,
that's what it's.
Like I said, I could have swore that I had the Master Chief Collection well before that day.
Yeah. And
just
that could very well be the case.
Feel longer.
This could be the crucial update that they did to make it playable. Well, it says, well, so there you go. Interesting. And I was trying to pull up the cost for it, but of course, that's not doing it.
And unfortunately, I'm using my phone for this. Otherwise, I'd pull up the Xbox app real quick.
Yeah. So, interesting. Let me out here.
Either way, it's been out for, at least 6 years. Well, 5 years now, and it's
7 now.
Going to be going to. I mean, yeah, I would. I don't blame you. Definitely, it shouldn't be full price. I could see it maybe at the max. It should be 50, but I still think that's too much.
Max should be $40 at most, and that would be for the struggles of the devs to redesign the game to run efficiently on the other two systems. But that is at most.
Yeah, I can see it being 40, but other than that, I don't. More than that would. I mean.
And it's funny too. I'm looking online, and just like Simbu said, Wikipedia, Xbox One release, November 11th, 2014. That master update I mentioned was December 3rd, 2019, when they also put it on the Series X. And to further what Mobster is saying, it is currently $40 on the Series X store, except It's on a sale right now for $10. So it's exactly what Simbu said about the Assassin's Creed Mirage, where, excuse me, he gets that for a mega sale. The hope is when Master Chief Collection gets ported to the Switch 2 and the PS5, it better not be more than $40. It better not be. And again, I'm right there with you, Simbu. It's not, these are excellent games, and we understand that they're quality games, but Simbu, the Mass Effect trilogy you can usually get on sale on the PS4, PS5 for like $10. Sometimes you can get the Mass Effect trilogy on sale on Steam for $5. So there's no reason why the Master Chief Collection shouldn't release for these other two systems for $40.
And I mean, look, to your credit there, Fox, look a few years ago when the Mass Effect Trilogy Legendary Edition came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was $40 to begin with.
And
Black Friday dropped it to $15 for a hard copy.
Yep. And Metroid Prime Remastered, the best game, best running and best looking game on the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo released that for $40. So pretty confident that when that comes, that'll be at a discounted price. It better not be 70, it better not be $60. Mobster, what are your thoughts about playing with all of us again the Halo Master Chief Collection, and will you pick it up yourself? Because I don't think you have it for your Series X.
I say hallelujah. It's about time. I will be ecstatic when that happens, and I'll be able to play with you guys cross-platform. I would 100% get a copy because obviously being my favorite game, that would be a no-brainer for me. And if I could play with you guys, then that is even better. So
now, are you going to pick it up now while it's on sale for $10 on the Series X store?
Yeah, I should.
If I were you, I would be picking it up right now. I mean, I've done that with games before, knowing that somebody's not going to get the game for a month or two, but it's on the sale right now. Screw it. I will buy it because I know it's coming.
So yep. I have a bit of an ulterior motive for having Mobster on here, not just for the Halo thing. We're talking about the future.
Are you going to propose to him or what?
No, that comes later. That's off camera. The future of Halo is going multi-platform, and it is very, very, very clear that Microsoft, and Phil Spencer has even said it on very recent podcasts, that he and the Xbox teams are working very closely with Nintendo, because not only is Halo Master Chief Collection coming to the Switch too, but we're also getting Flight Simulator, and I forget what a couple other games that are going to be coming. This begs the question, what are your thoughts about finally Master Chief coming to Smash Brothers?
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. That again, I mean, Halo being my favorite game, anytime I can use Master Chief, I would feel is awesome. Granted, now depends on, I guess, how they make his character, how his play is, like how he is. So like, obviously in Fortnite, it's a shooting game, and it's whatever, it's more the skin than anything. It's great. But when it comes to a fighting game, it's you got styles to go by, and I was very ecstatic and excited when Solid Snake came to Smash Brothers, because that is another one of my favorite games. A little disappointed in the way he plays, just not my style. He's very technical and just he's cool, fun character, but I just I hope if Master Chief comes to Smash Brothers, he could be a character that I would play often, because I like the way he plays.
Yeah, because the argument is he absolutely could be in it for all the reasons I just said. Plus, Snake and him and his rocket launchers and grenades and everything like that. Bayonetta and Joker with their guns, because they have guns. It's a Nintendo game, but there's
Yep.
guns in it, and Smash is rated T for teen. And the fact that Samus is in it. Obviously, Samus is a shooter type, and she's still, I mean, she does have some physicality to her in Smash, but she does not, barely has that in her games. And final reason is technically Doom Guy is in Smash Ultimate. Yeah, he's a me skin, but Doom Guy is a Microsoft property. And Steve from Minecraft and Banjo-Kazooie from Rare, both Microsoft properties, are in Smash. Almost seems like a match made in heaven. I wouldn't be surprised when Smash gets revealed next year that he is going to be one of the first characters that are revealed. They want to break the internet. They're gonna, I don't know if that's gonna do it, but like
No,
Steve
it'd
from
have to be
Minecraft
Deadpool.
did, but it'll be close.
What was that, Simbu?
Deadpool and Smash would break the internet.
He won't be in Smash. Same
Nope.
reason
I know
Goku
he
won't.
won't, but I'm just saying he would. Deadpool and internet would break. Deadpool and Smash would break the internet.
Now you
I
could
mean-
probably make a sock puppet looking me and color that sock puppet red, and there's your
feel-
Deadpool.
I feel like as awesome as Deadpool is, and as much as we love him, I don't know if he'd be a first one to be there from Marvel. I think there's others that would probably go first.
Yeah, if the character did not originate in a video game, it'll never be in Smash. That's the one barrier with Smash Brothers. And since Deadpool originated in a 1970s porno flick, it won't.
With Ron Jeremy.
No, not Ron Jeremy. Who's the one? What's Hulk Hogan's real name? I can never remember that.
Harry.
Yeah, Harry.
Terry.
There it
Terry.
is.
Terry.
Terry.
Terry,
Yes.
right?
Harry.
Harry Hogan.
Terry.
Harry. So yeah, that porno in the 1970s, because Deadpool originated there, he's not going to be in Smash. But I mean, that's where a fork knife comes in. But yeah, it generally, Halo itself, it has a promising future, and I feel like that future is that way because of the possibility of it being multi-platform. Because remember, everything is an Xbox. Everything. Yes. Simbu is holding up. I don't know what that is. I'm a little scared.
Pants hanger. Pants
Oh.
hanger.
Yes. That is an Xbox. So let us know in the comment section if you're watching us / listening to us on YouTube. Is everything an Xbox? Have you played the OG Halo? Any of the Halos on the Xbox One? And are you excited like we are to play multi-platform Halo? Or are you an angry Xbox fanboy who is furious that Xbox is going multi-platform and you want all your games just on one system? Is that you? Let us know in the comments. But for my cast and crew, parting shots?
Xbox is going the way of Sega.
Yo, what? I think this is cross-platform is a way to kind of like revive Halo and kind of like, if you want to say, save it or whatever and make it like a big deal again. And if they wanted that game to keep going and they want to get people to play it, like a lot more players again, that's what's going to do it. It's going to drive
I
it.
have said that since the dawn of the Inferno cast and before. Any game that has any sort of online multiplayer, cross-platform it, release it on everything, allow crossplay. For God's sakes, it is 2025 now. You want your exclusivities? Okay, Microsoft, even though it would kill me, keep your Indiana Jones and the Great Circle as an exclusive. That is a single-player experience. Games like Halo need to be cross-platform. Games like Fortnite, cross-platform. Sony, keep God of War, single player experience. But anything, if you want your game to survive, if it's online multiplayer, more focused online multiplayer, could you imagine Call of Duty being Xbox only?
It would still sell.
Gone. No, I guarantee you, after a while, Call of Duty will die.
Nope. It would probably sell Xbox systems like crazy.
Yep.
Same
Well,
thing
I'm
with
saying-
FIFA. If FIFA just was on
Oh God.
Xbox,
Oh
Xbox
my
systems
gosh.
would sell like crazy.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Because 2/3 of all gamers, all video gamers that aren't playing Minecraft and Roblox and Fortnite are playing Call of Duty and FIFA. If it was just there, if it wasn't for that lawsuit that the FCC pulled against the ABK deal and made them sign that 10-year non-exclusivity deal, that's why. That is why now Xbox is everything's an Xbox. If that didn't happen, Call of Duty would have just been on the Xbox and it would have sold more Xboxes. I guarantee it.
Well, then, I mean, hey, that would alleviate some of the clutter on our PlayStations.
Right? Right? That would definitely ease the bandwidth because we have a lot less of the, but
we have a lot more bandwidth per person on PlayStation if that was the case.
But fortunately, this is where government intervention is a good thing, where they had him do that. And honestly, like Jason 13th saying, like, if they go the way of Sega, maybe they'll throw, because they're working on some sort of handheld system that supposedly, even if they went the way of Sega, that's fine. Microsoft was a software company before they got in the hardware game. They can make a hell of a lot more money from the ABK deal. That's bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars alone, and
Oh yeah.
it's already making. It's not
Yeah.
yet. It's going to be years and years and years and years before they make their money back, but they're going to do it.
I think that if Microsoft were to ditch the Xbox after this next Xbox, because we know the next Xbox is coming, if they were to decide to finally ditch the consoles themselves and go PCs, that PC as their dominant as their only console, quote unquote, and cross-platform dev for Nintendo and Sony and whatnot, I think that honestly, I think they would probably do better than what they're already doing.
Yeah,
because then they don't have to worry about exclusivity at all.
And they don't have. And Sony can actually invest some money instead of paying these companies not to publish stuff to Xbox, and maybe put that towards developing games. That's something that they sorely need to do, and stop wasting time and money of their development studios on stupid BS live service games that they ultimately cancel.
Or they could invest in Microsoft as well,
which is
some of the
that
studios.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. They've done
like they did with
that.
Epic. They've done it with Epic. Sony did a couple $1 billion deal or something with Epic. So,
Storm, parting shots.
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
Don't forget to slide, everyone.
Don't forget to slide. You know what?
Don't forget to slide.
Yeah, I can't forget to slide. But get the Halo collection there. I look forward to hearing Mobster say bullshit in his original arena of bullshit. Yep.
In his natural habitat.
Yep.
It's way less nowadays than it used to be. Just imagine that, Storm.
Wow.
It's only less because there's a hell of a lot less action in Fork Knife than in Halo.
Yes.
When you get back into Halo, it's gonna start right back up and
close quarters team death matches. Yeah,
I can imagine.
Respawning.
At least
blackout.
From
I miss
days
that
of
about
playing
Halo.
Doom and stuff.
Yes.
Or not Doom, but Quake and Quake 3
Yes.
and whatever. So,
God, I miss that
That'd be
about
fun.
Halo respawning. I miss respawning. Halo isn't as fast as Doom and Quake, but it's still respawning, and I miss it. But all right, and huge thank you to you, the audience, as well as our Inferno cast crew and our fantastic guest, Mobster. Mobster, thank you so much for joining us.
You're
And
welcome. Thanks for having
thank
me.
thank you as well. And we hope that you have a good one.